Hi my beauties, welcome back to my channel. So it's the start of the year and everybody loves to go for a very minimal, fresh, dewy makeup. Exactly like how a fashion blogger would do. With the makeup bloggers, we love to go a little more dramatic, a little more extra with our false lashes, really dramatic winged eyeliner, a very heavy contour and highlighter. Whereas for a fashion blogger, the entire focus goes on their clothes, a very fashion model kind of a behavior. As an ex-Miss India and a model, there are things that I wanted to teach you and show you exactly how we play with makeup. And also because I've been working with photographers out here in London, getting back into photo shoots and observing how a lot of models carry off their makeup out here, the one thing I can tell you is less is more. Most of the people from the fashion industry love their nude lip, a lot of gloss, a hydrated skin, and that's the kind of makeup that I absolutely love. A nighttime look for a fashion blogger is almost the same base that I'm about to show you right now, but they do go a little extra with their eye makeup, and that is with a winged eyeliner and with their red lipstick. They love their red lipsticks. But please keep in mind that what you're seeing right now is a daytime look when they go out for street photography, and this is the kind of makeup that is so perfect for somebody who doesn't like makeup too much or who wants to wear this even for the office. And at the same time, I'm also going to discuss loads of other products that a fashion blogger loves. Very different from a makeup blogger. So let's get started. Alright guys, so the first things first, fashion bloggers love to do is to prep their skin really well, okay? For them, skin, because of the minimal makeup, their skin should look really hydrated, should look all glowy. Of course, models like me that always had, troublesome skin had to work a lot more harder, and most models love their lips to be very hydrated and glossy. And I'm taking the EOS lip balm, alright? And I'm just going to apply that all over my lips so that it is nice and moisturized. So by the time we are at the end of the video and it's time for a good lipstick, it's just going to be very well hydrated. So I am going to go for Urban Decay Quick Fix, okay? And I've told you about this in my best of 2018. This is a beautiful prepping priming spray. It's very good to have niacinamide in your skincare, and at the same time, because of the coconut water, it just livens up your skin. It just wakes you up. So I'm going to spray this first. So now that I have spritzed that thing on my face, I'm going to further hydrate it with the hyaluronic acid. This seems to be everyone's favorite, whether you're a fashion blogger, model, or a makeup blogger. This is a product that you really need in your skincare routine. Massage this very gently, because with hyaluronic acid, you should not be aggressive on your skin. You should just gently, almost like a patting motion. And I'm gonna wait for about a minute for this to dry. With makeup bloggers, we love to apply a concealer, then foundation, then a brightening concealer. Fashion bloggers don't add too many products on their face. So what they like to do is they like to go for a concealer that is closest to their shade. Basically, they want a concealer to conceal. And most of the fashion bloggers that I know are in love with the Charlotte Tilbury product. This one is Magic Away Liquid Concealer, which is one of my favorite concealer from her collection. Wherever there is darkness, I'm going to just apply that gently and pat it and dab it and blend it in such a way that it makes my skin look a lot more natural. And I'm going to use my fingers to pat it. Clean fingers, guys, or you can use your beauty blender. I like to use my fingers because it warms the product a lot more, and many fashion bloggers love to use their fingers. Can you see the skin right now? It has concealed what needed to be concealed, at the same time giving me a very natural finish. And I don't have to even go with a foundation, a really thick foundation on top of this. Now that I'm happy with the way it's concealed, obviously what they would do is put a compact powder, and most of the bloggers out here love to work with Bare Minerals. Bare Minerals powder has got a lot of coverage, also has got ingredients that is very good for the skin. Bare Pro. I've seen so many of them using this, okay, because it gives that kind of, it mattifies the face, it sets your face at the same time, and it gives you the added coverage. I love this compact powder so much that I've already hit pan. So I'm just going to pat that almost like a bronzing effect. and I'm going to pat it all over my skin. But because my face is a lot more fair since it's winter, this might be a bit too deep, which I don't mind because it gives a nice bronzing effect, like almost like a tanned effect. And that's one thing I have noticed in all models at this very current moment. Models, fashion and makeup bloggers love to tan their skin and to look a lot more duskier. Whatever your profession is, everybody loves to do their eyebrows, and fashion bloggers are the same. That is something that they love to define really well. They will not ignore their eyebrows. So right now I'm using the NYX micro brow pencil, which I'm not being able to put it down whole of last year, and I think I'm going to continue doing that even this year. This is so nice, precise and easy to, get that, to mimic that hair strokes. I want it to look natural. I don't want Instagram makeup blogger kind of an eyebrow. I want a fashion blogger's eyebrow, which is very, very natural. And if it was thicker, I would leave it really unruly. And I'm talking about, strands that are really prominent. Now that I've made my eyebrows as close to a blogger with my very thin eyebrows, almost like a worm-like, alright, we are going to go with the eyeshadow. And most of the bloggers do not wear too much excessive eyeshadow. They don't play with colors as much. It's always that neutral color. They go for a very monochromatic look. Many a times I've seen models and fashion bloggers using a bronzing powder on their eyelids, okay? And the bronzing powder of my choice is the FILMSTAR Bronzing Glow, which seems to be everybody's favorite out here. It's a beautiful bronzer, you guys, and at the same time it adds that depth to your eyelids as well. So I'm just taking my pack. This is the 310 brush, and I'm just going to pack this on. Very apt for its name, isn't it? And I'm just going to put that all over my eyelids, because as a fashion blogger there is no cut crease, this crease, that crease, nothing. They love a very soft smoky glam, and they love to play with brown color a lot more. I'm smoking that same color on my lower lash line as well. Fashion bloggers love a good winged eyeliner, especially if they're going for something a lot more classier, extravagant for a night out. Then they love their winged eyeliner. But if it's a daytime look and they want to make it a lot more minimal, they always work with a brown eye pencil. So right now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my Faces Canada ULTIME Pro in the shade Brown 02, and I'm going to put that on my upper lash line and smudge it with the smudger tool on the other side and define it in such a way that it looks like I've taken an effort with that feline flick, but it is really, really minimal. I'm also going to smoothen out the outside edges with that same bronzing powder, whatever is left in my brush, and I'm just going to blend that and diffuse it a lot more. On my waterline to open it a lot more and to make it a lot more brighter, I'm going for the long-lasting kohl pencil pack, and this is in the shade Skin. Now the next step, and this for a fact I know, be it a makeup, fashion blogger, model, they love to put a lot of mascara on their lashes. They love to give that false lash effect to their upper lash and to their lower lash as well. They never skip out the mascara process, and many a times they even use the eyelash curler and then they put their mascara on top of it. They do not like artificial lashes because that's a very makeup blogger kind of an effect, but with a fashion blogger they love to open their eyes even more, and they never skip out this process. And most of the fashion bloggers out here love their Charlotte Tilbury and Benefit. One thing fashion bloggers and models have in common, they love to bronze up their face and add a lot more warmth, okay? They don't go for extreme harsh contour like the makeup bloggers, and they love to just define and sculpt their cheeks in the most subtle way, and most of the times go for a bronzer. The favorite bronzers for most fashion bloggers out here is Marc Jacobs, HOOLA bronzer from the Benefit, and Charlotte Tilbury FILMSTAR Bronze and Glow. A little bit on my forehead, a slight dusting of it on my nose as well. Like I said, nothing is too harsh with a fashion blogger. The love for blush is also something that resonates between both makeup and a fashion blogger, but with a fashion blogger they love to go for a more dewy, creamy blush rather than a powder blush, something that will sustain for a very long time, because you've got to keep in mind that they are always doing street photography, they are outside most of the times, and if they could find a product that would be waterproof and also a product that would last much more longer, which doesn't require a lot of touch-up, those are the kind of makeup items that they reach out for. So I'm going for a cream blush, which I absolutely love, and this is the YBP Color Cream in the Witch, and I'm going to take very little of it because a little goes a long way with this one, and I'm just going to apply that on the apples of my cheek. When it comes to powder blushes, most fashion bloggers absolutely love Charlotte Tilbury once again. She seems to be every fashion blogger's favorite, and they love to apply her cheek to chic blusher as well. And to finish this off, they go for a highlighter that is almost got that cream base more than a powder highlighter. Again, that's where Charlotte Tilbury comes in. If you are a fashion blogger that wants to put extra highlighter, that is completely your call. So I'm going for a nude lip, and I am using my favorite Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk. This is the Lip Cheat Lip Liner, and I'm just going to define my lips. This is every fashion blogger out here's dream lip liner, because it defines the lips in the most subtle way. One thing I know about the fashion industry, people working within it, they love their nude lipstick. If they're going out for a night out, they love their red lipstick, but most of the times when you see them doing street photography, every time they apply a very strong nude lip. And for nude lipsticks, they rely on Giorgio Armani, YSL, Charlotte Tilbury nude lipsticks, the Matte Revolution especially, or Smashbox. And the Smashbox Always On liquid lipstick in Stepping Out is one of my favorite nudes for sure. And you got to remember that it all depends on what they're doing. If they have a photo shoot outside, they will not apply a gloss because they don't want their hair sticking to it, and they always keep it really matte. But otherwise, most fashion bloggers use a lot of lip glosses. And to set the makeup, they use the Airbrush Flawless from Charlotte Tilbury, and this just makes sure that their makeup doesn't move all day. So this, you guys, completes the tutorial. This is how minimal a fashion blogger does their makeup. Less is more, very less products, very less technique, but at the same time the impact is really pretty, very girly, very beautiful, making your skin look a lot more skin-like with a lot more gloss and nothing too dramatic on the eyes. You know, even there's no winged eyeliner, there's a lot of mascara for sure. And what they also love to do is, I've seen most fashion bloggers, when they leave their hair, they love to add a lot of soft curls to their hair, or if they're tying their hair, they just love to tie it in a very loose bun. Not only do they love to keep their makeup minimal, they love to also go very less with their accessories. They don't like to over accessorize and go overboard with their makeup because the entire focus is on their outfit. And if you have learned something from this video, don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, share, and I shall see you in my next video. Bye for now.